Hello, welcome. My name is Leo Testoni. If this is your first time here, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, thumbs up. And today we're gonna talk about chord extensions, how to add some interesting notes, more notes to sounds better and also to sounds more like the vocabulary applied into jazz, Brazilian genres such as bossa nova, samba. So let's start. It's important to say that I can't teach all the theory inside a video. So my main goal here is to explain to you some ways. I'm gonna say rules sometimes, but there is no rule. Just some ways, some paths to add some interesting notes in a easy way to achieve a better sound, a better comping on the guitar. All right? Before we start, let's talk about extensions. What I'm trying to say when I say extension. So when we talk about chords, usually we think as a triad, so 1, 3, and 5. In the key of C, it's gonna be C, E, and G. Or we can think as tetrads in Portuguese, or four-note chords with C, E, G, and B. Let me open here so you can see. So we have always these four notes in books like Real Book, Brazilian songbooks, Tom Jobim books, João Gilberto. So the way that they are writing is like C major 7 or C7 when it's a dominant. But in general, they are waiting for the musician, for the piano player, for the guitar player to add some extensions in that chord. If you read like The Girl from Ipanema, just F, you can't play the triad of F. And if you listen to the important albums with Brazilian music or even jazz, usually musicians are adding some extensions. And this is what we're gonna learn today, how to add these notes inside each context. Beyond these four notes, 1, 3, 5, and 7, we can add some extensions. And we need to know the numbers and the names of these extensions to communicate, right? So here it is. 2 is the same as 9 in the key of C, it's gonna be D. 4 is the same as 11 in the key of C, F. And then 6 is the same as 13. You need to know these intervals and understand how to find it on the guitar. First rule: a major chord can be 6. So if you have C major 7 instead of major 7 B, you can play A, the 6, and both accept the major 9. So if I have C major, I can play C major 7 with 9, and I can play with 6 and 6 and 9. And I will be writing the rules, the ways, using X, because it doesn't matter the key. If you have a major 7 chord, you can add 6, you can add 9 in all the keys. All right? Let's move to the second rule. A dominant chord, flat 9, can be sharp 9. So in the key of F minor, for example, the dominant's gonna be C. If I have C with flat 9, I can add sharp 9 also. Cool, right? Rule number 3. Diminished chords can be major 7, flat 13, eleven, and 9. Rule number 4. A minor 7 and a minor 7 flat 5 have diminished chord accept the perfect 11. For example, if we have C minor, rule number 5. A dominant chord or a dominant 4 resolving into a major chord accept 9 and 13th. So for example, in the key of C major, when we have a G dominant, G7, we can add 9 or 13 or both, why not? Rule number 6. A dominant chord resolving into a minor chord can have flat 13, can accept also flat 9 or sharp 9. So for example, flat 13, flat 9, or why not flat 9 and flat 13. Last rule, rule number 7. A dominant that do not resolve into their tonic, into their 1, and this is a very important chord in bossa nova, can accept the 9th, major 13, and or augmented 11th. So for example, in the key of C, we have the C, major 7, then we have D7. I can add 9, I can add 13, but I can also add sharp 11. On the second video of this lesson, you watch me applying all these rules inside real music, real chord changes, so you can have some ideas and also apply it with me. But it's important to review all this content and perhaps try to write it down, so see if you are really understanding all these rules. So here on the description you can find a PDF with an exercise and also the answers, so you can compare my answers with your answers. And always remembering, there is no rule. I'm just giving ways and paths. You can find different paths. You can find more rules. Why not? Music is not something with right or wrong, okay? Extra tip. Down here on the description, I will set some important albums with guitar players playing, applying all these extensions. And remembering, there is no right and wrong in music. You can find different ways to do that. And probably all these albums has some different rules. And this is cool. And this is why also it's so important to use our oral skills to learn music, to listen and identify some important aspects of each genre. And some extra tips here during this final part of the video are concerned with oral skills, how to listen to chords. The most important thing, and usually what books start teaching, is listen to the bass line. The bass is usually playing the tonic, the root, or a note, a very important note from the chord. In Brazilian music, we usually have the fifth on the bass, on the guitar. So for example, C major 7, we can play with G on the bass. So bass line is probably the first most important thing to listen to harmony and use your oral skills to learn the extensions and chords from music. Second tip, sing or use your instrument. If you are listening to a specific tune and you are trying to learn the chords, you are trying to learn the extensions, sing what you are listening. See if you can memorize the chord that you are listening, pause the music, see if your memory has exactly the sound by singing or playing an instrument. If you can sing, it's alright to start using an instrument to find the notes that you are listening, to transcribe that specific music. Third tip, and also very important tip, sometimes we are studying listen to chords from piano, but we are playing the guitar. So it's really important to know that the timbre of each instrument matters. So if you are practicing to listen to a lot of piano, you're gonna be better to listen to piano and transcribe music from piano. If you are playing a lot, listening a lot, transcribing a lot of guitar, you're gonna be better on the guitar. So, but knowing that, it's totally fine to struggle listen to another instrument different from the instrument that you are used with. And it's also important to use different source to train your ear to listen to different kinds of timbres. All right. If you are interested in learning more of our skills strategies to really develop your ear, this is a very cool book. I've been studying it with some incredible strategies applied to the popular repertoire, the repertoire that we've been talking, that these rules, these ways gonna work. I will also put it on the description so you can find it, and perhaps study it with me, okay? I hope you liked this video. See you on the second video of this lesson. And don't forget to leave a comment, leave your feedback, your message. I'd love to read it and keep improving and recording more content like this based on your questions, your suggestions. All right? Thank you so much. And again, see you soon.